He and his sons collected most of the famous.
Hi guys, hello. So we are currently in a museum where we are to look at the whole place. By the way, today is the 27th of November and we are here and I'm going to take lots of pictures and videos for you guys. So come along with us. Here with me is, introduce yourself, mademoiselle.
Joy, Amani.
From where?
Administration in China.
This is a very beautiful place. I'm going to carry you guys along. So let's go. Oh, Confucius.
Confucius, yes.
如果没有他，我们有可能就听不到像关关雎鸠，在河之洲这样的。
Covered with gold, only gold decorations. So the gold part is something thing to see here is with that period, that location, specialized.
Hello.
高鼻深目，满脸络腮胡须。
Pay attention. Look closer. This scout.
I'm asking myself if these things are really important to me because I don't know if they are important to me, the lessons and everything. I don't know. Here they are pitching and telling you, okay, this is it, this is it. It's tiring.
Left the girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Roommate. Roommate.
I have this shampoo and I'm going to use this leave-in conditioner. So this is how it looks like. I posted this on Instagram, so let me post it here. I don't know if the vlog is going to come on, but it's going to come on this particular vlog which you're watching. So I was reflecting lately about the fact that sometimes when God forgives us our sin, we don't actually believe we have been forgiven. So the whole summary about forgiveness, because I'm someone that God is actually teaching about forgiveness, especially like forgiving myself and forgiving others who has offended me, because I used to have, or I do have, issues with forgiveness. So one of the things that God is teaching me is the fact that in the whole process of forgiveness, the first important thing is admitting that you have sinned and admitting that you have been offended if you are the one to be forgiven. But then if you have offended God, always admit that you have sinned and then go to God in prayer and humbly ask him to forgive you. And then the second thing is to believe that you have been forgiven. So believe that God has forgiven you, because if you don't believe it, you still hold on to that guilt and you still don't believe that God has forgiven you. And the devil will always come to remind you that, hey, you've done so and so before, why not do it again? There's no big deal. But if you believe that God has forgiven you, it makes you not to go back to that sin, or it helps you not to go back to that sin. Because if the devil comes trying to tempt you into going back to that sin, you can always remind the devil that, hey, I have been forgiven by God, so there is no point of me going back to that sin. So the whole summary of this clip here is that you should forgive yourself and believe that God has forgiven you. In forgiving yourself, you have to first of all believe that God has forgiven you when you go to God asking for forgiveness. And if you go to God and if you ask God for forgiveness and God forgives you, try not to go back to that sin. I know it's not easy, but then anytime the devil tries to come back and tell you that just do this, there's no big deal, you've done it before, you know, the devil is very tricky. Always remind him that, hey, I've been forgiven by God, I don't want to go back to that sin again. I don't want to go through the whole process of asking God for forgiveness when he has forgiven me. I want to move on with my life, and there is no gain to sin. And another thing is, trust in the Lord and he will give you the delights of your heart. No, trust in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Don't trust in man. From experience, don't trust in man, trust in God. Ooh, that's it. I hope this is helpful to you. Subscribe. This is wisdom, this is knowledge, this is from experience, this is what I've learned from bitter experience. God knows you more than you know yourself. Oluchi, God knows me more than I know myself. God knows the right person for me, God knows the right spouse for me. He knows the right siblings for me. He knows the right mother for me. He knows the right friends for me. And sometimes the things we think we need is not what we need. God knows what we need better than we do ourselves. Like, God sees the future. He knows what you can do. He knows your abilities, your capabilities, even the things you don't know about yourself. God does. So he knows the right spouse for you. He knows the right friends for you. That's just the truth. So don't rush into anything. Just trust in God, believe in him, and be patient and trust God. God will give you the desires of your heart if you trust God.